Mila
and Lena's Way. Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Lena, and I'm back with a review recap of Andi Mack. Guys, this episode, we finally saw Andi's dad. We finally freaking saw what he looked like, what he sounded like. We saw everything. I don't know what's gonna happen. Guys, I'm shook. I'm shook. And like a nice part in between the show, we had a commercial because it's Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. So Peyton Elizabeth Lee, she was saying that she was Chinese on her dad's side because her dad's grandmother was Chinese, and she was telling her whole story about how her grandmother, when her husband died, which would be her grandfather, when her grandfather passed away, her grandmother had to move to America because she wanted a better life for her kids, and she opened up a hamburger stand, and it was so inspiring and so nice. And like, thank you Disney for shedding light on other races and heritages, because they don't do that enough. And I feel like this is good because they did it with Black History Month when February came up, and they're doing it now. So I'm like, yes, this is good, this is great, because not only white people don't watch Disney, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm glad that they have this, because a lot of people watch Disney. It's not just one race, you know what I'm saying? So this is really good, and I'm like so excited, like yay. Andy was like, okay, she wasn't gonna tell Jonah about Amber, but Buffy was basically like, look, you need to tell Jonah, you need to tell him. So Cyrus was like, I don't know. So she's like, no, you can't do that. So it sounds like, well, he's a human sunbeam. So then Buffy's like, and he needs to be eclipsed. You need to tell that boy. So Bex went to go buy some food, the groceries. So Celia was like, oh my god, you really brought groceries? She was like, yeah, it was either this or some magic beans this boy wanted to sell me for a cow. Yeah, I got groceries. Okay, Celia, like, calm down. She's like, okay, mom, chill out. So the mom was like, okay. And she's like, you could have said thank you. She's like, thank you, but you got the wrong food. Okay, so go back to the store and go get the right stuff. So then she was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, Buffy was running, and her timer was really fast. She was going really fast. 11.8 seconds. That was like the fastest. But it was the Marty kid. She's like, do I know you? He's like, Marty from the party. She's like, oh, the kid with that sass chat. He was like, I call it banter. So she's like, well, I'm the fastest. And he's like, yeah, the fastest girl. She was like, what, there's the fastest boy? He's like, yep, here I am, meet me, Marty, the fastest boy. And he was like, look, it's just physically impossible. Science already said that men and women can't really compete like that. So he tried to spit that whole game, and she shut him up eventually because they did a race, and she won the race. So, yeah, okay, Marty needs to be quiet, like, bruh. So, and she went and saw Jonah, and he was, all happy-dappy. Like, that kid is so positive and happy. Like, he ain't got a stab on his body. And I'm like saying, these kids that's acting, they doing a really good job, because I really felt Jonah's hurt when she told him. He was like, she said, she hanging out at the park. He's like, oh, it's okay. So she's like, well, the guy, he was like, oh, that's okay. What was they doing? And she's like, riding a heart. And he was like, oh, that's okay. Yeah. And he was heartbroken. And then she was like, you know what? He was like, well, I'm not really bummed. So then she was like, yeah, you said that twice. And he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna be fine for the rest of the 3 weeks. I'm gonna go leave. And I'm like, first of all, Jonah, you mess with a girl from high school. She ain't gonna just stick to one boy. First of all, that's what I'm saying right now. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where she even came from. I don't know where you even found some girl from high school. I don't even know where you came. I don't even know where you got her. I don't know where you found her. I don't know where you found her. I don't know why she's with a little kid. I don't know. Somebody please explain this to me. Did she just jump grades, or is she old enough to really be in high school? Because they like in middle school. So how old is she with a freaking 12, 13-year-old boy? I don't know. So that's just messed up. And the boy that she was writing a heart on looked too old to be getting a heart rolled in his hand. So, yeah. And so Buffy's like, you told him? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I'm proud of you. So Cyrus was like, dang it, I wish you didn't know Jonah was human. Now he's all sad and stuff. They all friends. You know what I'm saying? All friends. Meanwhile, Celia, she was cleaning up after Bex, and Bex was moving stuff around and this and that. So then she ended up messing up the keyboard because she spilled apple juice on it. She was like, look, I'm an adult. This as an adult I'm gonna be. I came back to take care of my kid. Now what you want me to do? So she ended up breaking the keyboard. She was like, well, I live for the day you say you're proud of me. Celia was like, whatever. But then she left because she kind of felt bad. But then she went to Bex's job and was like, oh my god, Brittany. And she's like, oh, what's up? So then Brittany was like, is that stain come out your rug? She's like, no, that stain from your jelly toast still stained my rug when you didn't want to have a plate. So then Brittany was like, nice to meet you. And she's like, so not, because you know what, she don't like her. So then Bex was like, oh, were you embarrassed by me? You're not proud of me? Lay it on me, mama, lay it on me. So then she's like, no, I just came for you to fix this. I want to look like this old picture of me. So she's like, look, I use a makeup brush and not a freaking time machine. So she's like, look, fix me up. Me and your dad got some Wicked tickets to the Wicked show, and I'm gonna look all fancy stuff. So she did. So she's like, oh my god, so you are good. But then after she said that, she's like, and now I gotta go get to a keyboard for the money, bro. So then Bex was just like, I'll just take what you said before as a compliment, you know what I'm saying? She made her look really nice and cute, so they kind of working on their relationship more. They still look like, because, you know, Celia is still probably upset about the whole fact she'll never get there, but they working on it, which is pretty nice. Meanwhile, Andi got a text from JONAH saying, you know what, I need to talk to you, you know, come to the locker. So she's like, look, on my way. She ran so freaking fast, and then she went up there, and it was like, Amber Alert, Amber Alert. So she's like, I'm still saying it. And Andi was like, it's still stupid, you dumb heifer. She was like, oh, I wrote that text to see how fast you can come, because you like JONAH, don't you? And I know you don't like him more than I know you got feelings for him more than a friend. And she was like, well, if you want to be honest, why are you lying on me? So then JONAH was like, freaking Amber, chill out. Like, JONAH like, bruh, you need to chill. We get your point. Just tell her what you need to tell her. So then she was like, well, where's your answer? So then she was, well, Andi was like, oh, what I am going to answer your question is, why am I still standing here listening to you? And the answer is, I'm not. So she going to shove arm them, and then she going to peace out. So then she fell when she was peacing out because the flow was up. But you know, it's fine. It didn't mess up her. She ran out. She ran out and left. She went to the auditorium. And then she was like, how'd you find me, JONAH? He's like, well, your bike is still here, and I went looking for you. So she's like, oh, okay. And he was like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. Sitting in the auditorium with this look on my face. Yeah, I'm okay. So he was about to cry. And this is like when the acting got really good. Like, they really good. So this when the acting got really good. You could see in JONAH's eyes, he was about to cry. I'm like, this is grade 8 acting. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. Like, guys, that was some good acting. I don't know if anybody else peeped that, but that was some, that was good acting right there. So they cast the right people for these roles, because that was true acting. JONAH was all choked. And people was like, look, I'm sorry, like Amber just insecure. So she's like, that's like saying a shark's insecure of a dolphin but still eating it. So then she's like, look, you may be a good boyfriend, but you a bad friend, at least to me. So then he was like, don't worry about feelings, girl, stop. So then he left. And yeah, Buffy was like, look, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was going to happen. And Cyrus was like, well, you gotta stop talking so confident, because you make us believe that you know what you're saying. So she's like, I do know what I'm saying half the time, but I guess this time I don't know what I'm saying. So she was like, look, either I can move away or I could die. So then Buffy's like, let's take this step by step, girl. Don't go to the extreme. You're not going to school tomorrow, because you don't just want to go to school. She don't want to face JONAH. So they're going to make her sick. They're going to load up the internet and make her sick. When she was doing her fake cough, it was still in the daytime, I guess. She was doing her fake cough, you know, she was trying to do her face skills, you know, this and that, you know, do all that. So Andi was like screaming, stop, it's hot, stop, it's hot. So then Bex ran. She just ran up, so she's like, oh my god, what's going on? So she was like, what's going on here? And then Cyrus was like, I got nothing. And then Buffy was like, science homework. So then Andi was like, look, I need to be fake sick. So then Bex was like, okay, go on. She's like, okay, you doing it wrong. You need some chunky soup to make it look like vomit. You gotta put some eyeshadow, dark eyeshadow up in your eyes, a dark circle. He said, oh, I could write you a note. That's basically what she's saying. She's like, you don't need all that. I can just write you a note. She was just like, okay, like, yeah. So then it's like, oh dang, just like that. That's what Buffy was like. And it was like, yep, I can just write you a note. And I was like, that's true, because that is her mom. I don't know if they like changed it. Like, I guess since everybody found out in the town that the school would notice her mom, but they should like change that on like their settings and stuff in the school thing, because some people don't know. So she didn't write her note, which is really nice. Andi was like, I'm taking a mental health day. So Celia was like, go to school. Stop with that. She's like, go to school. Don't even try that. Like, go to school. So then the knock came at the door. And then she was like, Bowie with defeat. And then Celia was like, defeat. And then Andi was like, defeat. I never seen you before. So she was like, Mom, I gotta tell her. Celia was like, Cece was like, you gotta tell her. And then he's like, yeah. And it's like, no. So then Boy was like, just standing there. He's like, I got your freaking message. So then he showed up at their house after they said, hey, like, you wait, nobody said come to the house, like, whatever. But then Celia, when he called for him, she's like, look, Bowie. No, she's like, Andi, this is your daddy, Bowie. And then Bowie, this is your daughter, Andi. And it's like, whoa. Because when they first said hi, it's like, hi. And I'm like, whoa. That was the end. They have a problem. Well, not really, but next week, Buffy had got some really good news. JONAH and Amber broke up. Andi was like, girl, I could be the one that he gonna meet with. So then he was gonna tell her something, but then her dad, Bowie, interrupted. So then they're gonna have like a fat daddy daughter date at the park. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if she'll like him or not. Or like, I know he's gonna try really hard. but he might try a little too hard. But I want to know his backstory. I want to know what happened. When how did they get unconnected or disconnected? What happened? Who? Why? What? Where? Where did they go? What's going on? I don't know. I feel like they're gonna play the musician card, like he was a musician on a roll or something. That's what I kind of feel like. So I'm hoping we get to see more of that, or we get to see what happened with Jonah. Jonah and Amber broke up. Did they really break up? Why did Amber break up? Amber is always tripping. She don't even deserve Jonah. First of all, 1, 2 because she's in high school. 2, 4, 7, 6 because he's a kid. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. This episode was lit, and I'm so glad that they told her who her daddy was, and I'm glad that the kids on here are good actors, because if there was no good acting, the show wouldn't be good. And I'm glad that they got good actors and a good storyline, because this is lit. These kids out here, they doing their thing, and it is A1. The acting is A1, and I'm feeling the acting. I'm feeling the emotions in right here. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.